Episode 1. The Flood. In the beginning, when God made the world, he started with a huge heap of water. When God first made the sky, he put some of the water above it for the rain. So far, he'd made sure the rain fell gently, but now he drew up all the sluices in the sky together. The rain fell in torrents, in bucketfuls, and it kept raining day after day after day after day. When God first made the world, he hid some of the water deep down in underground springs and rivers and lakes. Till then the water had come gently bubbling up to the surface, but now God made it shoot up in huge fountains and geysers, and they kept gushing out, day after day after day after day. For 150 days the waters on the earth continued to rise. In the end, even the highest mountains were under water. Everything was drowned by the great flood, except for Noah and his family and the creatures with them in the ark. Where were they going? They didn't know. The ark didn't have a rudder, and anyway, where could they go? There was nothing but water everywhere. And when would it end? They didn't know. God had said that one day they would be able to start all over again, but when would that be? All they could hear was the sound of the raindrops hammering on the ark's coverings above their heads, and the water splashing against the side. The sound of water never stopped, but went on day after day after day after day. It was terrible. Then God looked at the ark and at Noah and his family and all the creatures inside. They looked so tiny on that great mass of water. He shut the sluices in the sky. It stopped raining. He closed the fountains and the geysers. The gushing ceased. When God first made the world, his spirit blew like a wind and flew like a bird over the heap of water. Now God sent another wind to blow over the face of the waters and blow them away. Day after day after day the waters went down. One day Noah felt a slight bump under the ark, and it stopped. They must be on land. But how much land was there? Was it safe to leave the ark? Noah didn't know. He couldn't see. So he sent out one of the ravens. The raven didn't come back. There was still nowhere for it to land, and it had to keep flying till the great flood was all over and it could join its mate. Next time he sent a dove to see if it could find land, but it couldn't and flew back to the ark. Noah saw it coming and stretched his arm out of the window. It landed on his hand, and gently he took it back inside. He waited another 7 days and sent out the ark a second time. Again it came back, but this time it had a freshly plucked leaf from an olive tree in its beak. Noah danced up and down with delight, and then went running off to show the leaf to his wife and the others. 7 days later he let the dove go a third time. This time it didn't return. It had found a place to live. "The waters must be nearly gone," said Noah. He rolled back the covering they'd put over the ark and looked around. The waters had disappeared, and the earth was drying out.